to the game.
Oh, I got chat feed, big deal. Say that, I'll address it later, you know what I'm saying? Talking about pimp slap, I'll address that later. So later, all in the context of what it was. Just some satellites or something like that. Respectfully right, respectfully right.
All right, Joe. coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
Jumbo.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this O-line, it is the light.
Color rush.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Breida. And he cuts right sideline, so long to go. A big play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. And when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Time for us to feature cornerback Jimmy Smith, and he's the guy that I would love to match up one-on-one against any of these tall, long receivers that can run in the NFL, because that fits his frame and it fits his game. He's a guy who can turn and run with anyone and also go up and contest just about any ball thrown.
They run with Breida. Solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run to the backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Yeah, flat that.
They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking in the end zone on a running play.
Goal able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the touchdown run from Joe Williams was the catalyst. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
And what a bounce back from the knee injury he suffered in the 2015 season. Not the most nimble, most mobile quarterback, but he never was. He's really a throwback to those quarterbacks who played out of the pocket in the days gone by.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
For San Francisco.
How being measured to Forrest Buckner, 6'7", 6'8", it really doesn't matter. He looks like a basketball power forward, and the one thing that he always focuses on and concentrates on is leverage. How does he drop his pad level so he can get down there and compete with the blockers of the NFL?
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And it is incomplete.
Third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you, you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's a little gloomy. It's in game mode. All the brightness on the damn thing.
Running game working with a skipper on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They'll try to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Breida. He'll run it for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
take him down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there, force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams don't have to
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Touchdown, 49ers. It's Selleck. Garrett Selleck from 17 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are mismatched. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try to generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation. It's been a nice ride at play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But in the second quarter, a lot of time to change that. And he gets this one off the Coventry. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark it down at the 39. A first down pickup there, Flacco to Crabtree. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they snap back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Flacco once more. To Crabtree. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. and 10 here for Flacco. That's right, that's a push on the inside side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. Now we're set to get going. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. First and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin the wheels back now and get upfield and get out the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll give him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Nice little juke. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10.
Smell it there.
Garoppolo, final shot here before half. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Sapulo.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect to see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gunn.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we were here in quarter number 3. Moore now to return. A good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. We often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their name by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off the basketball plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, back over the ground. They do a double team of the first safety. It's the PLC looking for it. And they get the football to a soft shot back at their own 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half time set.
Indeed, and not the zone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
Yeah, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across midfield, he goes into Raven territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Chair, man.
When you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 13 yards that time of the first.
They're trying to show they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs for a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And on the ground they go with the running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now we'll throw and go on the line. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Garcon with his first grab. Good enough for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Inside the red zone here. They look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The tackle there by Eli Harold. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not losing with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. think your best player will play that he likes to run best.
On third down, this is Collins. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leads them to the 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Tree for the completion. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
When I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.